All right, so it's time to record again. I've been off, what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? All right, it's Monday. So, hi, welcome back to the channel. Welcome for another video. All right, so today I was in love to talk about relationships. And I think today I'm going to go for what guys should do, what females should do, and what both should do. All right, so let's just hit it on a nail. What should both people be doing? I think communication, honesty, trust. Is there anything else? Respect. Those are the four things I think every couple should be doing for each other, both male and female. Respect is being one of the most. I know at times I have the hardest time sometimes giving respect, and that could be respect to an opinion, respect to a decision, respect to anything. And I think at times both sexes have that lack of ability to show respect to each other. And sometimes it's with friends, sometimes it's with actions. Like I think both sexes need to understand that both people are people. Respect. Communication is definitely one of those other things. A lot of people have a situation where, if something happens, somebody might wait, and then when an argument happens, they bring that situation up. I don't think that's cool. I think that if you have a situation that you have a problem with, right there and there is the time to solve it. Regardless of what the situation be, don't bring it up like 3 weeks later. Unless you're the type of person who doesn't know how to process situations until later, then I think you should let your mate know that so that they know, like, okay, now you're just not trying to make another argument. I think the other two, honesty and trust, definitely are something that's self-explanatory. You should know that's what should be in every relationship. Now, let's talk about ladies in relationships. And being a female that I am, I have a good insight on this. Us women, we need to stop criticizing our men. Really. It's one thing for a man to be in a relationship with a woman, and especially to be committed in a relationship. We need to give him props for that. As a female, even I'm guilty of this myself. We spend so much time saying what he's not doing right for us that we don't see all the things that he's doing right for us. Like that means like he's committed. He's doing what he's supposed to do. Not everybody's perfect, but I don't think we should always bring out the flaws in the person that we're with. When you constantly bring out flaws to somebody, it kills the relationship and it kills it quickly. And I think as a female, we tend to want more than what we actually need. And that's because that's just who we are. That's just who we are. We're built to think, we're even taught from an early age, like, you're supposed to have this, and this. But in reality, we only might need just this and this. Um, Another thing is, a lot of females are, and I could be guilty of this too, is that we're jealous in the most weirdest way. And of course, not a lot of females are going to admit this, but I'll admit it for us. We're jealous. We'll be jealous of his homeboys. We'll be jealous of the time he spent with other people. We'll be jealous if he ain't calling us back right away. I mean, it's just an instinctive thing. And as females, we don't want to say like, we're so insecure. Like, like I need you to be here 24/7. It's just sometimes we're just jealous. And how are we going to overcome that? I'm not even sure. That's a good question. I think I need to figure that out too because I'm kind of jealous myself. Um, we're sometimes we're not even understanding. We hear our man's point and we just so bent on getting our own point across that we don't even hear him out. And little do we know, at the end of the day, we're belittling our men, and we never know it. The one line I want females to stop using is "niggas ain't shit." That's a line that I want so many females to just stop using. Stop saying niggas ain't shit. The niggas you fuck with ain't shit. That's why niggas ain't shit. Just make sure you reference niggas you fuck with ain't shit. Cause that's the niggas that's not shit. There's niggas out here that actually are shit. And females fail to realize at the same time, men have been dogged out too. And they've been hurt and they have a heart. Um, you know what I'm saying? Us with these expectations and high horses that we sit on, it doesn't help. It doesn't make the situation any better. You know, I think we have to learn to accept our men for who they are. And sometimes we're so bent on trying to change a man for what we want him to be that we don't realize that who he is who we fell in love with in the first place. And I'm saying that, you know, all the time we're right because a lot of times a lot of females don't like to admit they're wrong. But at the same time, you know, we're so good on getting our point across, and we're so smart at using words. A lot of men don't know how to use the same type of words that we use, and I think, you know, as a female, we have to sit back, hear our men out. We have to sit back and understand them. We have to sit back and listen. Because they're human too, and they want the same things we want, believe it or not. And I just think that it's time that in order for it to be a successful relationship, you know, women have to set down their pride too. They really have to. So enough on the females. I'll leave you alone. Males, now, as a female, I'm speaking. I might not be right, but I guarantee you this. Males, I think you guys sometimes don't understand where we're coming from exactly. And I think sometimes we're not good at explaining ourselves. But you guys won't ask us, well, what are you trying to say? You'll just run with it. And that's not all the time true. Um, I think if you're lost on what we're saying, ask us. Just ask us. We'll confirm it or deny it or explain it or whatever the case may be. Another thing is that guys sometimes tend to get comfortable. You get comfortable with what you're doing and who you're with that you forgot that the key important issue is to keep doing those things because those are the reasons why she fell in love with you. Those are the things like if you know used to call her, used to send her those text messages like you're beautiful, I appreciate you. Keep doing those things. We love to see those things. Like those are the things that make our day. And whether you guys realize it or not, like a text can change a whole entire day. A whole entire day. Another thing is be aware of what your girl listening to. I know I'm a music fanatic and I listen to anything that describes my mood at that given moment in time. If I just had an argument, like I listen to something like I'm so sick of him, he getting on my nerves, do he appreciate me type of music. When you hear that, little do you know that could kind of sort of influence your relationship whether you realize it or not. If you hear her listening to that stuff, like cut it off, be like, listen, all right, I feel you, nothing's going to happen, it was just simple disagreement, let's agree to disagree. Sometimes all we need is the shh and a kiss, and we'll be good to go. Not all of us are rowdy females. I mean, granted, a lot of us are, but sometimes we need to be subtle. Just kiss us and call it a day. Um, Another thing, I think guys just don't forget to tell us how much you actually love us, and like really mean it. I know men aren't sappy at talking. None of them actually really are. And guys usually keep their emotions on lock because they feel as though they don't have to necessarily tell us everything all the time because they're with us. But sometimes, as a female, we want to know. You know, we want to hear how you feel about us. We want to know how you feel. And no, it's not an everyday thing, but it would be nice to hear on a regular basis. I would kill for that. Just tell me, you know, you appreciate me, you value me, and nobody else in this world is like me. That's what we like to hear. I think that's about it. I'm pretty sure if I miss something, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to tell me. But I think those are the main bases. And I think that's the key recipes of being in a successful relationship. I feel as though you know people give up so easily now that's why it's so hard to believe in love when you're young. I think is so much despair going around. People don't know how to actually deal with that. A relationship isn't for everybody. I will say it now. A relationship isn't always set for two people. But when you know you have somebody and you really actually value them, that's when you need to take that and you need to appreciate that. And that comes from both ends. And it's not the males that are always wrong and it's not the females that are always right. It's not the females that are always wrong and it's not the males who are always right. And I think as both sexes need to actually sit down and think about that. Like just take a step back and ask yourself, am I right in every single situation or am I wrong in every situation? Or does he actually have a point that I'm just missing because I'm being so ignorant that I don't want to see it? Or does she have a point that I haven't been hearing? Women are good silent yellers. They'll tell you like when they're ready to leave, I don't want to be with you anymore. So I think it's something that needs to be said on both ends. So I hope this helps. I hope it's true. Because this is what I've come to realize after being in a relationship. You know, these are the things that make a key in a successful relationship. So, of course, until next time, I love you guys, and I guess I'll talk to you later.